I'm a ninja, a shadow in the night, a master of stealth attacks. But nobody tells you that being a ninja means being constantly hungry. Because when you're quietly sneaking around the house to steal dinner and suddenly hear, "Who's there?" That's not battle readiness, that's panic over a salad. Everyone thinks ninjas are always doing epic flips, spinning in the air, throwing shurikens. But in reality, 90% of the time I'm just trying not to trip over my own shoelace. And if you hear the clang of metal, that's not an attack. That's me hitting the fridge. And the worst part, training. The instructor says, "Jump across the roof." I look at the roof and think, maybe I should reread the instructions because I'd like to stay alive. But ninja life is awesome. You disappear into the shadows, sneak up on your enemy, then go home, sit on the couch, eat the salad you stole, and feel like a hero. A hungry hero, but still a hero.
I am a Greek warrior. Everyone thinks it's so cool. The armor, the spear, the muscles. But nobody mentions that the armor weighs as much as 3 mothers-in-law sitting on your shoulders. When I go into battle, I'm not suffering because of the enemy. I'm suffering because my helmet squeezes my head like it's trying to turn me into an olive. And the training? Our instructor yells, "Faster! You are the elite of Sparta!" And I'm thinking, elite? I can barely feel my legs. Then we line up in formation, shield to shield, and my friend asks, "Have you seen my spear?" "Bro, we're going into battle and you've lost your weapon." But the best part is after the fight. You come home barely alive and your mom says, "So did you win?" And I'm like, "Mom, I already won by making it home alive." And the next day, back into battle again. Because we are Greek warriors, either heroes or just very, very tired guys.
I am a Greek emperor. Sounds glorious, right? But you have no idea how stressful it is. I'm sitting in the palace thinking, finally I'll rest. And suddenly, 100 people rush in, asking which color of toga is fashionable this season. I tell them, I'm an emperor, not a stylist. And everyone expects me to be wise. Of course, they bring scrolls, ask for advice. Meanwhile, I spent half the night at a feast. What advice can I give? The best I can say is, drink water. And don't get me started on gladiator fights. Everyone screams, "Emperor, decide their fate." And I'm standing there thinking, guys, I can't even decide my own fate. But I'll admit, being emperor is fun. Until the accountant comes in and tells me how much it costs to maintain the army. At that moment, I'm ready to escape to Sparta myself.
I am the Pharaoh, the greatest ruler of Egypt. People bow to me, bring gifts, call me the son of the gods, and all I really want is for the palace to be cool at least once. It's so hot in Egypt that even the sun says, "Nope, I'm taking a break." They say pharaohs build pyramids to leave a mark in history. No, we build them because there's finally some shade there. You think ruling a country is easy? Every day priests come to me asking, "Oh, great one, do you approve this ritual?" And I stand there smiling while the only thought in my mind is, I just want some cold water. And my advisor keeps saying, "Your Majesty, the people are waiting for a wise message." All right, fine. I walk out, open a scroll, and say, "Drink more water." It's not a command. It's the season demanding it. But what makes me laugh most is that everyone thinks I'm immortal. Immortal? Yesterday I climbed the stairs to the 2nd floor, and I almost had to resurrect myself. Still, being a pharaoh is pretty cool. You're the boss, everyone listens to you. And the best part, nobody ever dares to say you have a weird haircut. Because if they do, we very politely send them to polish the pyramid. I am a Viking. People say, "Wow, you are so scary, so warlike." But what can I say to you? If you woke up in a cold hut, where the only warmth is your neighbor's beard, you would be warlike too. Everyone thinks that Vikings are always looting. But no, half the time we just row, and row, and row some more. Once I asked, "Captain, when are we going to loot?" He says, "When will you stop whining and row properly?" But the funniest thing is our evening gatherings. We sit by the fire, eat meat, brag about who has conquered what. And my friend Torvald says, "I conquered today. Clean socks." We have such a hero in our team. But honestly, the life of a Viking is cool until the storm comes. Because then even our brave hearts cry out, "Oh, just a little, Mom."